So all the lectures will be conducted online. We have already sent you the lab syllabus. So this is the lab sessions we need to review to do for the summer. If you click the lab, the link I sent you, does anyone has access to the lab menus, lab syllabus? Let me see.
Yes, I have access to it.
I was reading the material for lab 1. Do you want us to have a reader? No, you don't have a. Don't need to have a. Depends on. Let me see. So today we don't do any lab. So basically, just do introduction. From next week we start doing lab. So it's so according to the previous students' feedback, this lab is pretty easy. So it wouldn't cost a lot of time. And yeah, so I would expect you, since we're doing our lab next week. So I'll go through the policies for this class. So just let you know how we're gonna use this syllabus. If you have any question, you feel free to stop me, or you drop a message in the chat. So as you can see from the screen, so let's say we have lab 1 next week. So it's physics 207. So if you click measurement, so what we're gonna do is, so we have one, so this is one session. Step 1 to measure your heartbeat. It's very easy. And then you do a measurement for the from the Google map to measure to estimate the pi. We know pi equal to 2 pi r. And but I'll go through the details next time. I just want you to know what kind of the basic idea about our lab will look like. And then you measure and you calculate the pi. And so here are some examples you can calculate. They all circles. They are circles you can see from the Google map. And then you measure the length of the object. You have a coin, your thumbs, the rim of a paper, the length, height, width, length. You measure your footsteps. So it's very basic. And then you will learn you learn how to convert like a meter per second to kilometer per hour. And then you submit your lab report. This is pretty much how it works. So every time we will go back here. Every time we have we will go through the lab menus, and then we look at each lab, because every week we have a new lab start. Unlike the spring or fall semester, we have a recitation hours in between, but you can always feel free to ask me any questions from your class, or we can discuss together. So this is lab 2. So basically we have we have 6 labs in total. For the fall semester, we will have 7. But let's see. Have a lab report due. Oh, we have a lab report due. Let me see. You can submit you can submit all the lab reports in the Blackboard. Yes, I'll go through the. So this is for you to understand what we're gonna do with the lab menu, right? And so the lab syllabus. So every time we just click here, we just use the link to see all the lab report. And this is my contact emails. You can reach out to me whenever you have a question. So I'll go through the lab report format later. So we just follow this brief. Yeah, we will talk about later. Um, so intro. So basically, the lab is not very difficult. So we just like try to help each other to form a good habit, like writing a lab report. So maybe some students think it's not useful um, when we write a lab report. It seems like it doesn't really need much brain work. So it's just like format. But I just want you have a good format to learn a good habit to really keep everything clean. Like you record your data, you can always make your work understandable to others. So that's the purpose of writing a lab report. And so my goal is encourage everyone to do their better job. And then I'll try to give you feedbacks as detailed as I can. So basically, if you are working on your lab report, you don't know where your point was deducted, you can, I'll provide more feedback if you want. And then I want to, so basically that's all for the introduction, and I want to know each of you. So at least a few questions. So you can tell me your name, your major, which year, and why you choose why you choose summer or city college. I think that this one we don't need. And tell me one of your fun facts, and tell me one of your big achievements, and what you want to do with your degree, and anything you want us know. So it's a kickoff meeting, so we want everybody know who they're gonna work with for the whole summer. So maybe let me see the time. So now we have we already passed 14 minutes. You guys want to start now, or wait after we go through the lab report format and everything?
Yeah, let's do the lab report format first.
Okay, after. So really, so this class attendance is required. Even sometimes maybe it sounds easy. So every time either I do everyone, because this is the first time I'll just record, I just take a picture of everyone's name on the screen. But from next time, we will do the attendance by like calling each one's name. Just make sure you're there. It's not just your camera, your computer is here. I want to make sure you also here. And just to update the second is update your city college email in the Blackboard. So whenever I post anything or you submit your lab report, we just, everything will go through the Blackboard. So if you have issues with Blackboard logging, just let me know. So maybe I will send you I'll send you the same thing through email. I'll send you some emails. So lab report due in 1 week. That means if we have lab report, if we have lab today, which we don't, right? If we have lab today, so the due date is next Tuesday. Just keep that in mind. It's just in 1 week, so I could finalize all the grades in the end. You please review the lab menu before the class. Since you already have the lab menu, if you have any questions, it's better if you go through the lab menu before I start. So if you have any questions, so we can try to discuss any of them in the class. See someone has a question. It's 12 p.m. So let's say today, so today is June 8th. So next Tuesday will be June 15th. So the lab report due by 12 p.m. You can ask me any question during the lab session, especially if I didn't check the chat. Oh, sorry, 11:59. I was thinking 12 o'clock at night. Yeah, sometimes I didn't pay attention to the chat, so you can stop me to ask questions. So don't leave blank in your lab report questions. Let me see. What is this one for? What's the link for? Okay, so when you write your lab report, don't leave blank. You can try to answer your questions. And I will record each session. So I'll upload in YouTube, and you can also find the YouTube we had for the summer. We had for the spring. So if you have any questions, just pretty much in each lab session, I'll answer. I will guide you to know the answers for each question. So it wouldn't be hard. If it wouldn't be hard to find those question answers in the video or in our class. So don't. So 8, no identical lab report. You can collaborate with your teammate, but don't just copy their lab report because I can tell. And please don't submit just submit your lab report as soon as possible because it's not like a heavy work. You can finish during pretty much during the class time or after or by the end of the week. Just submit it as soon as possible. I don't really want to go through the points I deducted for late submission, but you can look at it. I'll send this this word to you after this session. So the lab report format, basically you tell me so there will be a few sections. You have the introduction, the lab procedure, lab results, and the conclusion. So what is most important part is the lab results. So you show me your tables, your graphs, and your answer to the questions. And also I would prefer if you list before you answer, if let's say they ask you question, where is it? So let's say this one. So the introduction, I'll go through that later. So let's see if they ask you a question here in the end. Use your stopwatch to time yourself walking 10 steps. Time for 10 steps. So you just don't tell me, okay, 10 steps, maybe 30 seconds. Don't tell me that. You just list the question. So what question they ask, you just write it in your lab report so I will know which one you're answering. Because when for you, it's very clear the 30 seconds for the first one, 3 seconds for the second one. But for me, I need to just like make your lab report understandable to others. So if someone else pick up your lab report, they know what you are doing and they know what you've done. It's pretty much how, that's why we do lab report. You just list your questions and answer your question. Answer your question after, follow the question they ask. And Okay. So the key part is the lab results. And also, I would like you tell me the conclusions you get from this report, this lab. So you can tell me what you think if this experiment is super easy, or you think it helps you understand the fundamental physics, and what you learned from this lab, and what you think you should improve. Let's say you have a difficulty in solving certain type of problems, and then after discuss with your teammates, and you figure out, oh, this is the strategy to solve the problem like this. And or you can tell me anything, like you tell me your new findings. um, it can be anything. So this is like an open question. You tell me what you learned. So it's like a kind of a communication. So I know, okay, next time, how like it will help me to spend how to determine how much time I spend on this lab. So this is the two main part I will mainly look at, and then you can have your introduction. Your so what did you do? You follow each steps. Um, so I'll give you let me see if I can find the example. Uh, I don't think maybe I deleted it. So basically, uh, we have the fourth section, but the main things are lab results and conclusions. And a lab procedure is when sometimes they ask you a question, you give them a number. I don't know how you get this number. So you just tell me, let's say you calculate, for example, this one is too easy, but let me see another one. So for example, for this one, so when you try to write down the procedures, you just, so here are some questions. Procedures. Um, just basically tell me what you've done. You can already find from the lab menu. It's not a good example. It depends. Some lab report does not need um, a procedure. Like for example, this one, you just answer the questions. You write down the question and answer like after the question. So there's not much procedure. Um, so the procedure part is not required for every lab. It depends. So the purpose for writing the procedures is to make the reader, so whoever is reading your lab report, know what you're doing. Just make sure when you read your lab report, you know what you're doing. And the introduction, so introduction part is I want you tell me what the physics is behind this experiment. Let's say, for example, the first lab report you're gonna do is for measurements. And you can, so basically the purpose for this is to have a basic fund, has an understanding about each, um, so the dimensions, like how big is it, and how to convert the unit from meter per second to kilometer per hour. So we'll go through this next week. I mean, just to give you like a basic idea, introduction, tell me what you know about this and what do you want to explore in this lab. And the lab procedures, it depends. Sometimes they ask you do a very complicated math. So I want you to write down all the calculation process. So this is also called the lab procedure. You don't have to tell me, oh, for example, the first one, you don't have to tell me, because it's very tedious. The first one, you don't have to tell me, you work on you work on the floor and you measure the steps. It really depends. The first two part are optional. So this is for the lab report format. Any questions? No questions. Okay. So if you so because attendance is required, I will pretty much call everyone's name when I check their attendance. And if you are not here, you just write the email, let me know. So my requirement for my students is to tell which lab session you are in now, because I have 2 lab sessions, and tell me which lab you're from, and then your name and why you cannot be here. Just before the class. After the class, if I get the email, it's count absent. Yeah, so in this class, you may so the labs is not very difficult, but I hope you guys all have patience, because you will learn something for sure. And also, as I mentioned earlier, it's a matter of forming a new habit. Just try to make everything organized. It's understandable to others. Make it your work is understandable to others. That's pretty much it. Any other questions? No questions?
I have a question.
Yes, please.
I just want to confirm. So we're not just turning in the lab manual filled out. We're rewriting everything into our own lab report, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Oh, I think I forgot to go through. I can help you to go through where you're gonna submit your. So everybody will submit their lab report in Blackboard. Blackboard. Sorry, I just woke up. My mind is kind of blowed up. Let's see. So right now I'm not in New York. I'll move in New York next this by the end of this week. So I'll have a regular schedule as you do. Let me see. So let's see, we are 1xb. This is other. So when you see this is what you're gonna see from for the class, right? And what is assignment class D? Okay, I guess maybe Professor Franco want you to submit your homework in the Dropbox or something. So pretty much you can see I guess it either is to do, because I haven't created any assignments yet. So you will see what is due, and then you try to submit your work. Well, I'll give you an example then. Let's say from the spring semester. What? Okay, let's say spring. So this is what the other student for doing in the spring semester. Um, It's not here. Also, everybody's here. So I'm going to create a new assignment. Task content. Okay, so here. So assignment. So every time I create a new assignment for you, let's see measurements. Um, so wait, today's is 15th. And then you can submit a files here. Each lab report is worth 10 points. And yeah, it's just an example. Then you can submit your files here so that you can submit your own lab report. But I'll create it before the class begins, so you can pretty much work on those the lab report as soon as possible after our class next week. Yeah, I guess that's it. Any other questions? No. Okay. So we can have a brief introduction. Let's see. Let me see. I have to take attendance after introduction. So right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 25. Okay. So with those people who has your picture here, I cannot see your name. Can you type your name in the chat? So for those who doesn't have a name appear on the screen, so please type your name in the chat. So I will collect everything and for the attendance. Yeah, we can get started. So for me, I can start with myself. So for me, I'm a PhD student at City College. I'm doing the COVID protein protonation state change. And also in our lab, we're doing photosynthesis. And for synthesis, so mainly we are doing computational work. So basically, we do simulations on the computer. That's why I just work from home. Let me see what else. Okay. So yeah, just tell me. I mean, we can start. You want? Is Duan here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Can you tell us something about you? Anything?
Okay, my name is Daewon Tamid. I am a computer science student. I graduate at 2023. Um, I chose this summer class so that I could graduate on time. Fun fact about me is that I've been programming for many years since I was 8. A big achievement, well, it's not that big, but this summer I got into an internship. It's my first internship. What I want to do with my degree, um, I guess get a job with it, and that's it.
Mm, thank you. So I guess the summer session maybe is a little bit different from. So you said you started your college in 2003 or 13?
Oh no, I said I graduate at 2023.
Oh, 2023. Oh, okay. Sorry. I was like, okay. But at first I thought maybe this class is more for like the people who work at the same time do part-time school. So you guys are all full-time students, right? So I just want to know um, the basics. Okay, let's see. Oh, uh, Ethan. Ethan's here.
Hi, that's me.
Sorry, can you turn on your camera when you do the introduction?
I would love to, but I don't have a camera currently.
Oh, it's okay.
All right, but hi, my name is Ethan. I'm a computer engineering major. I chose the summer class because, I wanted to get ahead. I wanted a challenge. Well, that's going to really be one soon enough. But yeah, a fun fact about me, I'll keep it short and simple. I'm lactose intolerant. I got big dreams though. Thank you.
Thanks. So next, how can I see their names? Okay. So go Kahilil. Sorry if I pronounce your name wrong. Kahil.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. My name is Khalil Mizell. My major is civil engineering. I'm a transfer student from Lehman College, and I'm doing this course because I need it for my major.
Okay, so required, I guess. Thank you. Michelle.
Mizell.
Oh, thanks. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Thank you. I was calling next student's name. Mazel.
Okay. Yes.
Thank you, Kai. Lil, right? Khalil.
Khalil. It's Khalil.
Khalil. Sorry. Thanks. So next student, Michelle. Michelle Humbert. It's Michelle.
Yeah, it's Michael.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right. So yeah, my name is Mike Humbert. My plan is to be a physics major. I am, I guess, technically a freshman, but I'm a second degree student. So I graduated way back in 2012. So I'm back in school again. I chose the summer course just so I could focus solely on this one class, get a good physics foundation. Fun fact about me, I guess, I'm getting married next week, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, congratulations.
Thanks. One of my big achievements, I guess, like I said, I'm a second degree student, so I already have a, pardon me, a bachelor's in math and a master's in math education.
Mm. That's
What do I
cool.
want to do with my degree? I guess probably, I already have a background in education. I'm thinking it might be, something that I would like to continue with is education. So maybe teaching physics in a college setting.
Mm.
And I guess that's it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
So you already have a master in mathematics?
My master's is math education.
Math
Yeah, so I taught high school math for a few years, and now I also worked a few odd jobs in between there also. But yeah, now I'm back in school again.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Then you start with what kind of degree? You just changed the major to physics, right?
Yes, so because I already have the math degree, like all of the math requirements are already taken care of. All of the liberal arts classes are all taken care of. So I'm really just there's a few prerequisites that I need to take care of, but it's basically physics 1 this semester, and then just physics nonstop, or pretty much the remaining classes that I have to take to get the physics degree.
Okay, I see. Oh, thank you, Michael.
Yeah, thank you.
So next is an AI, Barry. Is it AI Barry? Can you turn on?
Hello?
Sorry. Can you turn
Sure.
on when everybody is introduce themselves? Please turn on the camera. Thanks.
Hi. It's Al. AL.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh, it's fine. My name is Al Bari. Major is computer science. What year? If everything goes smoothly, 2023. Well, I chose this summer class, yeah, because trying to graduate on time, and this is a requirement. Fun fact, this is my last science class. If everything goes smooth, this is my last science class, then straight computer science. Big achievement. I got into my computer science last semester. So last semester was my first computer science term. What do you want to do? I want to go into web development, and that's it.
Oh, why you want to do web development? It sounds so cool.
Oh, because I did that since freshman year of high school. I got into web development, and then I just slowly been doing projects and stuff like that. And I always found it fun of how the ins and outs about websites and stuff like that. So I want to go into maybe company and stuff like that, and deal with that stuff.
That's pretty cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Al. So next will be Tommy Marathi. You?
Yeah, hey, how's it going? Hi everyone, my name is Tommy. I am a freshman at the University of Delaware studying computer engineering. I chose CCNY for the summer class because it's the cheapest school, and I'm not since I'm not in the University of Delaware, it's a lot cheaper to take it here. Fun fact about me is that I'm a videographer, and what do I want to do with my degree? I'm not too sure. With some internships, I think I'll know by the end of the year. Yeah.
Thank you. Let's tell me. Let me see. Reno Quia.
Oh, yes.
Sorry if
Hello.
I pronounce your name wrong.
Hello, it's Raynar, but it's fine. Hello, my name is Raynar Kuya. I'm a mechanic.
Your camera. Sorry.
Sorry?
Can you turn on your camera?
Oh, I can because I'm on my desktop and I don't have a face cam for that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. My name is Raynar Kuya. I'm a mechanical engineering major. I took this class in the summer because it's pretty hot outside and I don't think I want to go outside right now. But yeah, fun fact about me, I like to swim, and that was one of my biggest achievements. Was when I won a swimming competition back in 6th grade. But yeah, and what do I want to do in my degree? Probably work at the MTA. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Work as what? MTA?
The MTA.
MTA. Oh
Yeah, the
wow.
MTA.
Yeah, MTA. I know. Thank you. Thank you, winner. Then we add Zaman. Sorry if I pronounce wrong. We add Zaman.
Oh, yeah. Name's Raid. Mechanical engineering major. Well, I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get into Grove School. That's why I'm taking this class. It's a requirement to get into Grove. If all goes well, I should graduate by 2023. I chose summer class because I work full time, so it's just easier because I work at night. Um, Fun fact about me is I work on airplanes. One of
Wow.
my biggest achievements is I work on airplanes,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
and I'm gonna take my degree and work on airplanes.
So that's why you study physics.
I don't know. It's just a required course. That's why I'm taking it.
Oh, so what do you do in the airplane?
I work on airplanes.
Um, so okay. So what kind of work? Like
I work like on like international aircrafts, like Boeing 737, 757, 767, 777s,
oh,
A320s, A330s.
so you go fly with the airplanes.
No, I fix them when they're on the ground.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's very cool. Wow, we have like a very diverse people with uh, different background. Thank you. Um,
Thank you.
yeah, eat. Sorry before. Uh, Ronnie John.
Oh, hello.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hello. My name
Yes.
is Roni John. I'm trying to major in mechanical engineering as well. Hopefully I'll graduate by 2024. I chose a summer class to get into Grove as well. A fun fact, I had an internship at Microsoft last 2 summers ago. That's one of my biggest achievements too. And I'm trying to work for like SpaceX with my degree, and that's about it.
Oh, thank you. That's very cool. Let me see next event. Gregory Sanchez.
Yep. Let me turn on my thingy. Okay. My name is Greg. I'm an electrical engineer major, and I'm supposed to graduate in like 2024. I chose this class during the summer because it's one of my prerequisites for a lot of my other classes, and I want to graduate on time. Fun fact about me, I've been really obsessed with sending postcards recently. It's sort of like a hobby.